Welcome to Elderly Wisdom Way, where we explore the secrets to thriving in your golden years. In this video we explore something truly extraordinary. What if I told you that in your 70s or 80s, you could be a rare gem, sparkling with health, independence and joy? It's not a fairy tale, it's a possibility waiting to blossom. In this video we explore how simple choices, like nourishing your body, securing your finances, embracing optimism, staying alert to scams, learning new tricks, pursuing your interests and valuing your family, can turn your later years into a masterpiece. Imagine waking up empowered, free and connected, not only alive but inspiring everyone around you with your ageless radiance. At Elderly Wisdom Way, we believe wisdom isn't just about looking back, it's about lighting up the present. So whether you're in your golden years or dreaming of them, follow us. You'll hear surprising stories, uplifting tips, and truths that will make your heart skip a beat. Grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's step into a life where growing older means getting bolder. This is the wisdom of the elderly. Let's shine together. 1. Living happily and independently in old age. Imagine reaching your golden years, 70, 80, or beyond, and discovering, to your utter astonishment, that the secret to a truly fulfilling life isn't locked away in some extravagant, costly treatment or a labyrinth of complicated routines. No, it's far simpler, almost breathtakingly so, and it's been hiding in plain sight all along. The key to living happily and independently as you age lies in the quiet, everyday choices you make. Nurturing your health, securing your financial freedom, and embracing a mindset so bright it could light up the dimmest days. Isn't that a revelation? Society often whispers that old age is a time of decline, a slow fade into dependency, yet here's the twist. Those vibrant souls who defy the years prove it's anything but. They wake up each morning not with a sigh of resignation, but with a spark of possibility, feeling strong, capable, and gloriously free. Picture this. You're sipping coffee you brewed yourself in a kitchen you tidied with your own hands, and the pride that swells in your chest is nothing short of electric. That's the magic of good health. Not some distant dream, but a gift you can give yourself through daily acts of care. A brisk walk in the crisp morning air, a plate of wholesome food savored slowly, a laugh shared with a friend. These aren't just habits. They're the threads of a tapestry that keeps you woven into life's fabric, independent and unbound. And then there's the financial piece. Oh, what a thrill it is to know you don't need to lean on anyone, that your savings and pension are like a sturdy bridge carrying you across the years. It's not about hoarding wealth for the sake of it. It's about the dignity of standing tall, of choosing how you live without a whisper of burden shadowing your loved ones. But here's the real surprise, the one that might just catch your breath. None of this thrives without a positive mindset. You'd think health and money would be enough, right? Yet, it's the joy you choose, the way you let go of yesterday's grudges, the way you greet each sunrise with a quiet yes, that turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. A happy heart doesn't just lighten your step, it rewires your very being, easing stress and painting your days with purpose. Those who've cracked this code don't merely survive their later years, they dance through them unshackled by fear or frailty. It's almost too simple to believe, yet profoundly true. Happiness and independence in old age aren't gifts bestowed by chance. They're cultivated day by day in the small, deliberate acts of self-love and optimism. So, as you stand on the cusp of this chapter, wide-eyed and ready, know this. The life you dream of isn't out of reach. It's already in your hands, waiting to be claimed. 2. Health is the greatest gift. What if I told you that the greatest treasure you could ever hold in your golden years isn't tucked away in a vault or shimmering on a store shelf? It's not a secret elixir or a miracle cure that costs a fortune. No, it's something far more astonishing, something you can cradle in your own hands every single day, your health. To think that this simple, breathtaking gift, keeping your body strong and your spirit bright, could be the key to unlocking a life of freedom and joy in old age. It's almost too wild to believe, yet there it is, woven into the stories of those who, at 70 or 80, still rise with the sun, not as shadows of their former selves, but as vibrant souls who care for themselves with a grace that defies time. Health isn't just a perk, it's the heartbeat of independence, the quiet power that lets you live unshackled, never a burden to those you hold dear. Imagine this. You're slicing fresh vegetables for a meal you've crafted with love, your hands steady, your breath even, the aroma filling a home you've swept clean yourself. That's not a fleeting moment, it's a triumph, a testament to the daily rituals that keep you whole. A morning stretch as the world wakes up, a hearty bowl of oatmeal kissed with fruit, a belly laugh that echoes through the room. These aren't chores or luxuries, they're the building blocks of a life where you stand tall. Who could have guessed that something as ordinary as a walk in the park, feeling the breeze tease your hair, or choosing a salad over a heavy feast could ripple outward? gifting you the strength to lift your grandchildren or tend your garden without a second thought. It's a quiet rebellion against the idea that age must steal your vitality, and oh, how it surprises you with its rewards. But here's the twist that might just stop you in your tracks. It's not just the body that needs tending, it's the mind too. A cheerful spirit, a heart that chooses joy over bitterness, is the secret ingredient that turns health into something radiant. You'd think exercise and diet alone could carry the day, but it's the laughter, the letting go of old worries, that truly sets you free. Those who master this alchemy don't just linger in their later years. They soar, unshaken by the fear of frailty, their days painted with purpose. The shock of it all is how simple it feels. A brisk step, a nourishing bite, a smile that lights up your face. These are the threads of a tapestry so rich it wraps you in dignity and delight. Health, it turns out, isn't something you chase. It's something you nurture, a priceless gift that keeps giving, whispering every day that you are enough, that you are free, that you are alive in the most beautiful way possible. 3. Financial independence brings dignity. What if the truest measure of wealth in your later years isn't a towering stack of cash or a mansion gleaming in the sunset? Brace yourself, because the real revelation might just knock the wind out of you. Financial independence at 70 or 80 isn't about having enough money. It's about holding the reins of your life so firmly that you never have to bow your head or lean on your children for a single dime. It's a quiet, stunning power, one that drapes you in dignity and keeps your spirit soaring, untethered by the weight of dependency. Who could have imagined that something as mundane as a pension or a modest savings account could transform into a golden key, unlocking not just comfort, but pride that ripples through your days and softens the edges of every family bond. This isn't mere survival, it's a triumph, a defiant stand against the notion that age must strip you bare. Picture this. You're sipping tea in a home you call your own, the mortgage paid off years ago, the bills settled without a flicker of worry. Your children stop by, not out of obligation to prop you up, but simply to share a laugh, their faces free of strain. That's the magic of financial independence. A gift so profound it shocks you with its simplicity. It's not about flaunting riches or chasing luxuries. It's the electric thrill of knowing you don't need to ask, that your choices are yours alone. A grocery run on your terms, a small trip funded by your own nest egg, a gift for your grandkids pulled from your pocket. These aren't just acts, they're declarations of self-worth. The surprise lies in how this freedom reshapes everything. No tense conversations about money, no guilt shadowing your love. Instead, there's harmony, a family knit together by affection, not necessity. And here's the twist that might catch you off guard. This isn't a distant dream reserved for the lucky few. It's built, brick by brick, through years of quiet resolve. You'd think wealth alone would do the trick, but it's the autonomy that sings, the way it lifts you above the fray. Those who grasp this secret don't just age, they reign, their heads high, their hearts light. It's almost too wild to fathom. A life where you're not a burden but a beacon, where your presence strengthens rather than strains. Financial independence hands you the script to your story, letting you write each chapter with boldness and grace. It's the soft glow of a bank balance that says, "I've got this," the unshakable peace of a home that's yours, the joy of giving without taking. So, as you step into these years wide-eyed and wondrous, know that this dignity isn't a gift bestowed, it's a legacy you craft, a melody of self-reliance that hums through your days, keeping you whole, keeping you free, keeping you you. 4. A positive mindset is the best medicine. What if the most potent medicine for your golden years isn't found in a pill bottle or a doctor's scribbled prescription? Hold your breath, because the truth might just sweep you off your feet. A positive mindset, bright, buoyant, and bold, could be the elixir that not only lifts your spirits but stretches your days into a long, shimmering thread of life. It's almost too dazzling to believe, isn't it? That something as intangible as a smile, as fleeting as a choice to let go of anger, could outshine stress, soothe your body, and cradle your health in ways no drug ever could. For those at 70 or 80, this isn't just a theory, it's a quiet revolution, a secret whispered by those who greet each morning not with a grimace, but with a gasp of wonder, embracing the now as if it's the sweetest gift they've ever unwrapped. Imagine this. You're sitting by a window, sunlight spilling over your hands, and instead of stewing over yesterday's slights, you're laughing at a memory, your heart light as a feather. That's the alchemy of optimism. A force so subtle yet so fierce it rewires your very being. You'd think it'd take grand gestures to fend off the weight of age, but no, the surprise is in the smallness of it all. A deep breath instead of a sharp word, a nod of acceptance when life bends unexpectedly, a chuckle that dances through the room. These are the threads that weave a tapestry of wellness. They melt tension like snow in spring, coaxing your blood to flow freer, your lungs to breathe deeper. Who could have guessed that dodging the shadows of resentment could add years to your life, each one brighter than the last? But here's the twist that might jolt you awake. This isn't automatic, it's a skill, a tender art that the wise ones cultivate. You'd assume health hinges on diet or exercise alone, yet it's the mind that holds the reins. Those who master this don't just endure their later years. They bloom unshaken by storms, their eyes twinkling with a joy that defies the calendar. It's staggering how a heart that chooses gratitude over grumbling can turn a gray day golden, how letting go of what can't be changed feels like shedding a heavy coat you didn't know you wore. For the elderly, learning to savor the present, to sip it slowly, to hold it close, becomes a lifeline, a medicine so pure it heals from the inside out. So, as you stand at the edge of this truth, wide-eyed and reeling, know this: a positive mindset isn't just a perk, it's your power, your shield, your song. It's the unexpected balm that softens life's edges, lengthens your horizon, and whispers every day that you're not just here, you're alive, radiant, and gloriously whole. 5. Avoiding scams and staying sharp. What if the greatest threat to your golden years isn't a creaky joint or a fading memory, but something far sneakier? Something that slinks in with a smile and a promise. Buckle up, because here's the jaw-dropping truth. For those at 70 or 80, the real battle isn't just against time. It's against the cunning scams that prey on trust, threatening to snatch away your hard-earned savings and peace of mind. It's almost unthinkable, isn't it? That in an age where wisdom should be your crown, there are those who twist it into vulnerability, peddling fake health cures or shaky financial schemes. Yet, the ones who shine through this fog aren't the naive. They're the vigilant, the sharp-eyed souls who wield awareness like a shield, guarding their treasures with a clarity that's nothing short of heroic. Picture this. You're at your kitchen table, a glossy flyer in hand promising a miracle tonic, and instead of reaching for your wallet, you pause, a flicker of doubt sparking into a blaze of insight. That's the electric thrill of staying sharp. Not just a defense but a quiet victory. You'd think age would dull your edge, but here's the shock. It can hone it instead. Scammers dangle free gifts, spin tales of instant wealth, or tug at your heart with crocodile tears, all to unravel your defenses. Yet, with every cautious step, checking a source, asking a question, saying no to the too good to be true, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, a sentinel of your own life. Who could have dreamed that a simple habit like reading the fine print or tossing out a suspicious offer could feel so empowering, so alive? And here's the twist that might make your heart race. This isn't about luck. It's about choice, a dazzling dance of mindfulness that keeps you one step ahead. You'd assume the world would soften its edges for the elderly, but no, it's a jungle out there teeming with traps masked as kindness. Those who dodge these snares don't just protect their bank accounts, they preserve their dignity, their freedom, their very selves. It's staggering how a mind that stays curious, scanning the news, chatting with a trusted friend, sniffing out the fishy, can turn predators into prey. For seniors, this vigilance isn't a burden. It's a lifeline, a way to hold tight to what's yours while the sharks circle. So, as you stand in this wild, wondrous moment, eyes wide and pulse quickening, know this: avoiding scams isn't just caution, it's courage, a radiant refusal to be dimmed. It's the unexpected strength that keeps your wits razor sharp, your assets safe, and your spirit soaring, whispering every day that you're not a mark, you're a marvel, unbreakable and brilliantly awake. 6. Lifelong learning and adaptation. What if the fountain of youth isn't a myth, but a spark that flickers in your mind, waiting to be fanned into a flame? Prepare to be dazzled, because here's the electrifying secret. For those at 70 or 80, lifelong learning, staying curious, chasing new skills like a kid with a kite, can rewrite the story of aging into one of confidence, independence, and breathtaking adaptability. It's almost too wild to wrap your head around, isn't it? That in a world spinning faster than ever, where technology hums and shifts like a living thing, the elderly aren't left behind. They're leaping forward, hands outstretched, seizing the modern age with a glee that defies every gray hair. This isn't just survival. It's a quiet, stunning rebirth, a refusal to let time dictate the limits of your wonder. Imagine this. You're tapping away on a smartphone not just to call a friend but to pay a bill, book a trip, or unearth a recipe from halfway across the globe, your eyes wide with the thrill of it all. That's the magic of curiosity, a force so vibrant it turns the mundane into a marvel. You'd think the years would tether you to the past, but here's the shock. They can propel you into the now instead. Who could have guessed that learning to swipe a screen, decode an app, or surf the web could feel like unlocking a treasure chest, each click a step toward freedom? It's not about mastering the cosmos. It's the small victories like texting your grandkids a photo or ordering groceries online, that weave a tapestry of self-reliance, bold and bright. And here's the twist that might catch your breath. This isn't a gift reserved for the young. It's a choice, a radiant thread that the wise ones stitch into their days. You'd assume adapting to change gets harder with age, but no. It's the hunger to learn that keeps you nimble, your spirit dancing through a world that never sits still. Those who embrace this don't just keep up. They shine, their confidence blooming like a flower in unexpected soil. It's staggering how a mind that stays open, asking, how does this work? Or, what's next? Can turn a gadget into a lifeline, a bridge to the future. For seniors, this isn't drudgery, it's delight, a way to stand tall in a whirlwind of progress. So, as you teeter on the edge of this truth, heart racing and eyes aglow, know this. Lifelong learning isn't just growth, it's power, a dazzling defiance of the ordinary. It's the unexpected joy that keeps you sharp, tethered to the pulse of today, whispering every day that you're not just here, you're thriving, fearless, and gloriously alive in a world that's yours to conquer. 7. Hobbies bring joy and meaning. What if the secret to a life that glows in your golden years isn't buried in youth or riches, but tucked into the quiet corners of a paintbrush, a book, or a garden spade? Lean in, because this might just steal your breath. Hobbies, those simple, soul-stirring acts like sketching a sunset, losing yourself in a novel, tending roses, or strumming a tune, aren't just pastimes. They're lifelines, radiant threads that weave joy and purpose into the tapestry of old age. It's almost too beautiful to believe, isn't it? That at 70 or 80, when the world might expect you to fade, you could instead burst alive, your mind humming, your body swaying, all because of a passion you cradle like a long-lost friend. This isn't mere distraction, it's a dazzling defiance of loneliness, a song that keeps your heart beating strong. Picture this. You're in your backyard, dirt under your nails, coaxing a bloom from the earth, and the grin spreading across your face feels like sunlight breaking through clouds. Or maybe you're hunched over a canvas, colors dancing under your brush, or lost in the pages of a story that sweeps you to another world. The thrill is electric, unexpected. You'd think age would dim your spark, but here's the shock. It can fan it instead. Who could have dreamed that plucking a guitar string or planting a seed could keep your mind sharp as a tack, your fingers nimble, your spirit soaring? These aren't just hobbies. They're anchors, pulling you from the shadows of isolation into a light so warm it banishes the quiet ache of empty hours. And here's the twist that might tug at your soul. This isn't a fluke. It's a gift you unwrap every time you choose joy over stillness. You'd assume vitality demands grand feats, but no. It's the gentle rhythm of a needle through fabric, the rustle of a page, that stitches meaning into your days. Those who embrace this don't just pass time. They sculpt it, their laughter echoing, their eyes bright with purpose. It's staggering how a pursuit you love can silence loneliness, weaving a web of connection, to yourself, to others, to the world. For seniors, this isn't a luxury. It's a lifeline, a way to dance through the years when solitude might otherwise creep in. So, as you stand at this crossroads, heart pounding with wonder, know this. Hobbies aren't just play, they're power, a tender rebellion against the fate of age. They're the unexpected balm that keeps your mind awake, your body alive, your spirit singing, whispering every day that you're not alone. You're whole, radiant, and brimming with a purpose so vivid it lights up the dusk. In the garden, on the strings, between the lines, you're not just living, you're thriving, a masterpiece still in the making. 8. Maintaining strong family bonds. What if the truest treasure of your later years isn't locked in memories of yesteryear, but pulsing alive in the laughter of your children and grandchildren right now? Hold on tight, because this might just spin your world around. Strong family bonds at 70 or 80 don't bloom from clinging to the past or grumbling about the present. They spring from a dazzling dance of open conversation, emotional support, and a willingness to bend with the younger generation. It's almost too heart-stirring to fathom, isn't it? That instead of drifting into a haze of nostalgia or complaint, you could be the steady heartbeat of a family knit tight with love, your voice a bridge, your presence a gift. This isn't just connection. It's a radiant, unexpected lifeline that turns years into a celebration of now. Imagine this. You're at the table with your grandkids, not reciting tales of back in my day, but listening, really listening, as they spill their dreams, your eyes twinkling with a warmth they can't resist. Or maybe you're offering a quiet word of strength when life bruises them, your empathy a soft tether pulling them close. That's the magic of adaptability, a jolt so sweet it catches you off guard. You'd think age would root you in rigidity, but here's the shock. It can make you flexible instead. Who could have guessed that swapping lectures for a shared laugh, or trading sighs for a steady hand, could weave a bond so deep it defies the years? It's not about what was, it's about what is, a love that flows fresh and free. And here's the twist that might melt your heart. This isn't automatic, it's a choice, a tender art that the wise ones paint with every word, every hug. You'd assume family ties hold by default, but no. It's the openness, the letting go of old scripts that keeps them vibrant. Those who master this don't just linger in their kin's lives. They shine, their support a beacon, their adaptability a bridge across generations. It's staggering how a shift, from dwelling on faded glories to lifting up the present, can turn distance into devotion. For seniors, this isn't a chore, it's a joy, a way to cradle the young without clutching the past. So, as you stand in this glowing moment, pulse quickening with awe, know this: strong family bonds aren't just luck, they're crafted, a brilliant refusal to fade into yesterday. They're the unexpected glue that keeps you vital, your love a current that flows both ways, whispering every day that you're not just remembered, you're cherished, a pillar of now, a heartbeat of forever. In every shared story, every offered ear, you're not just there, you're thriving, a love so alive it stitches the years into something timeless and true. What if the rarest gem in the world isn't buried deep in the earth, but walking among us, radiant at 70 or 80, defying every expectation? Brace yourself, because here's the breathtaking truth. If you can still cradle your health like a flame, stand tall with financial independence, glow with a positive mindset, outsmart scams with a razor-sharp eye, chase knowledge like a wide-eyed child, lose yourself in hobbies that spark joy, and weave unbreakable bonds with your family, you're not just living. You're a marvel, a rare gem shimmering in the twilight of life. It's almost too stunning to believe, isn't it? That at an age when the world might expect shadows, you could burn bright, a beacon of what's possible, rewriting the story of growing old into one of triumph and grace. Picture this. You rise each day, strong and free, your laughter a melody, your wisdom a shield, your passions a dance. Every step a testament to a life well lived. The surprise isn't just that you thrive, it's that you inspire, a ripple of awe spreading to everyone around you. Who could have imagined that health could be your wings, money your roots, optimism your sun, vigilance your sword, learning your wind, hobbies your song, and family your heart, all weaving a tapestry so vivid it lights up the years. This isn't mere endurance, it's a legacy, a quiet roar that says age is no cage. You're not just better for it, you're a gift, a spark that lifts your children, your friends, your world. So, stand in this dazzling truth, heart racing with wonder. You're not just here, you're extraordinary, a rare jewel whose shine doesn't fade, but grows, touching lives with every brilliant, unexpected hue. Thank you for watching the whole video. If you don't like this content, please comment 0. If you find the video useful, please comment 1. Subscribe to the channel and remember to turn on the notification bell to see other useful health content. See you in the next video.